All right. All right. Yeah.
Hey, it's Saturday.
Right. And the beat goes on, right?
Yeah.
The beat keep going on. That is so funny.
We're
Wow.
gonna keep on the beat.
Hi, I
All
know.
right.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to 4SistersLIVE. Wow, we made it another Saturday. Did
Yes,
y'all
we
miss us?
did.
Yes,
They missed us
indeed.
last Saturday. Look, they missed us last Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we were kind of on recall. I don't know what happened. You know, things are happening so fast, ladies. This world is whirling, and we're whirling too.
Gotta keep up. Gotta keep up.
Yeah,
much,
gotta
so
keep
much.
up. You gotta stay focused and see what's going on, and check out what you missed. Don't forget, check out what you missed, because we can't catch it all at the same time.
Exactly. Replay. Keep
What's your
replaying and keep sharing, right? Keep
Yeah,
replaying and sharing.
absolutely.
That's all it's about. But yeah, it's a lot going on, Linda. So we can talk about this forever, about what's going on in the world today.
Woo.
Oh my God. But before we do that, I just want to introduce ourselves. I'm Charlene.
I'm
Linda.
Sharon.
And that's Sharon. Okay.
Sharon.
And I think we have a new host today.
And her name is Gina.
And her name is Gina.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Okay, all right, y'all, get this energy up.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
all right, what's going on?
You know,
All right,
we got some spare parts in today.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
We're not doing it right
Absolutely.
now. We're just saying hello to everyone right now, guys. But we just want to say that we are who? 4SistersLIVE.
Yeah.
That's right. And so we are coming to you live right in our own home studios, and we are going to share a lot of good things with you today. Today is Entrepreneurship. This is their week, right? This is the time that you come on. Every single Saturday, there is a segment that's just for you. So starting off with domestic violence, and then we have health and wellness, which is no other than Linda. Yeah, Dr. Linda Powell. And then third Saturdays is me, Charlene, a day with education. And then we have our very own, the Madam President, Peggy Morris for Entrepreneurship. And I'm telling you guys, so there's never a dry Saturday. Never. There's always information, and we always keeping you informed about what's going on. Okay? Always. Okay? Really. So good afternoon. So we can shout out some of our people out there. Marion Thomas is in the house. She's always supporting us and making things happen for us. Terry Tabor, shout out to her. Honey, if you want to learn how to paint.
Oh my God. Yes.
I missed it. The paint.
I know. And you guys have too much
what our agendas is just getting real long, and I can't clone myself, and I did want to be there, but because I love art, as you can see, and I just, that's right. I'm gonna hopefully not miss the next one.
There will be more. I'm
sure. And I understand Peggy found her calling. I heard that on one of the calls.
No.
Peggy found her calling, y'all. Watch out for Peggy.
She probably found a hobby, but that should be good too. But I just think
and that's going to be good, because we need to kind of step away for health and wellness. You got to kind of get off the beaten path. And you got to take yourself to some place that's going to take you to a calm moment, get your brain still flowing, because, painting is art, it's just artistic. It's you're an artist. You're creating.
Yes.
I'm so happy.
It relaxes you as well.
It relaxes you. I love it. I love arts.
Those creative juices start flowing, and create. A lot of hidden artists out there. They don't even know they're artists yet.
Absolutely. I know. Not only does she paint, she paints on silk. So that's the big thing. Paint on silk.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know what? She's taking it to a whole nother level.
Whole nother level.
It thought it was just painting on silk, but she paints on everything now. So
Yes.
and show you how to paint on canvas as well. So she is, Terry, I am so proud of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Terry. Thank you.
Most definitely. And we need that. We need to open up our creativities. And she is needed at such a time as this when art is being shunned and looked down on and thought that, oh, that's secondary. But art is actually a part of our mental health. Like if you ever sat down and decided that you were going to draw or do a sand puzzle, whatever that is, or do a puzzle by itself, it just helps prepare you mentally, and it just gives you so much clarity about what's next. And then the crayon books, what do you call it? The coloring books? That's another art project you could be working on, right? Like when you're like, oh God, I'm so cluttered. I just get a coloring book and some Crayolas, honey, and I start coloring, honey. That is what I do. So art is where it is, okay? For you busy-minded entrepreneurs out there, consider going to some of Terry's Tabor art and sip shows, and if not, then grab yourself a coloring book and start coloring also.
There you go.
And don't take it from the kids now, but you can take a page.
Discover your creative talents.
Use that. Wow. Well, darn. Well, what's going on in your world, Linda? What's going on?
Oh, my goodness. You know, yesterday I went to an awesome event. It was the first Pan-African, wait a minute, I got the thing here. Oh yeah, the first Pan-African fabric launch by Shuri Achu. And I know you all have seen her work. She's been at a few of our events. She used to come to the event that Helena and I produced, Chase the Dream event, Evening of Cultures. And she's an artist, and she just unveiled 9 countries in Africa on fabric. And it was awesome. It was at the Cameroon embassy yesterday. I attended. Plus, I am Cameroonian.
Oh,
and yes, I am my ancestry. That's where it leads to on my mother's side. So, so that's how we became friends. So, yes, that was a wonderful event at the Cameroonian embassy here in Washington, D.C. And our very own Walla Blagay was there.
Yeah.
Representing Prince George's County.
Yes.
And it was wonderful. So that's what happened to me. That was one of my events this weekend.
Yeah. I love
that. Yeah. It sounds like it was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love her pieces. I love colorful things. So I definitely.
Oh, you will love this. I'm going to send you the pictures.
Oh, I have some.
And there was a fashion show.
Oh, wow.
And in the fashion show, she did her fabrics. She's putting them in fabric and, and dresses and pieces and, everything. So it was a wonderful fashion show.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Well, you, Sharon, what's going on in your world, girl?
Girl, I just got back from a whirlwind week of traveling to North Carolina. Unfortunately, it was for a funeral, and then I went on to Georgia and then came back and went to New York the same weekend, all in 1 week. Oh, girl. And look, I drove all of them.
Oh my goodness.
You drove, girl?
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm surprised I'm still alive, still breathing. I'm like, oh my God, it took so much out of me. It's like this week has been draining because I wanted to sleep the whole week just to make up for last week.
Absolutely. We need to know those vitamins though. How did you do that?
Okay.
Yeah, send them to me. Send me the names.
I know what your vitamin is. You love to be around people and you love to stay active. So you're just like, that's the vitamin. It's gonna
active is good. That means we're still alive.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I admire that about you and Linda. Y'all like, we're going. Where we going? I don't care. Bus, train, or car.
What's next? Right?
Right.
Absolutely. Wow. And hi, Gina. What's going on in your world this week?
Hello. What's going on? What went on in my world this week? A whole lot. Pretty much, I had a lot of different educational classes that I had to do this week to have my continued license. different meetings to add different services that I'll let you guys know about in a few minutes. So just really busy with the business and personal as well.
All right.
Oh, nice. That's so
Sounds
cool.
good.
I know.
Thank
Life
you.
keeps happening. Look, life keeps happening.
Yeah,
And we shouldn't stop. I mean, we should definitely be speaking life over our life, but I'll talk about that after I tell you what's going on in my world, because I know Linda was about to ask.
I was going to say, what?
Wait to hear.
What's happening in the family life? Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So I don't have a life anymore. Like it's been that way for about a year now, but I was in denial for a year. But my son is about to graduate.
Yay! Woo! Oh Lord, I gotta get my horn for that. Go ahead.
Get your horn,
Awesome.
get your horn. Don't worry, our aunties will be included later on because he has other big news that he's going to be sharing. But he was dual enrolled. That means college and high school. So he pretty much was finished with high school, and we're just trying to get him through the college part, at least have half of it done, so that we only pay a half, tuition.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're really excited about that, but it is a lot of work, and you have to keep these kids motivated in so many ways. Like, okay, did you do this? Did you put in for the graduation application? Did you, whatever it is, it's like, oh my God, no, I didn't do it. So that means I'm left to do it. So if you're a mother out there, you already know.
To mothers.
I want my Mother's Day gift this year.
Yes.
I'm not going to say, no, just give me a card. No.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just giving you a glimpse of it. But, on the motivational side, I definitely want to, share. There may be others out there that's going through things and you're being challenged in so many different ways with this economy, with our new government. And the ways of doing things, and we're not going to shine light too heavy on them, but what I will say, it has brought a lot of people, some people into depression, some people not knowing what's going to happen to them next in their family. If you are retirement age, you definitely are like, oh my God, you work for the government. You're like, oh my God, will my pension go? You don't know what's going on. And so it's a lot of people, or some, not a lot, forgive me, a few people I've heard are getting sick. They're taking leave from their job, but they're like, because
it's a lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just going to encourage you just to, think back, whether you believe in God or not, you better believe in something, honey, at this time.
Absolutely.
I'm going to lead you back to God on this one. But just change your thinking and start speaking life over your life, right? Because your words do have power and your thoughts have power. So you could shift your whole entire life by the way you think and then what you're speaking. So this situation will pass. That's what I want to say. This too will pass.
This too will pass. Absolutely.
It will pass. And God is so in control. He's in control of Trump. He's in control of Republicans and Democrats. He's in control of this entire world. And there is nothing that he can't see that is happening right now that he cannot change. It's just for us to get our individual lives together and not, take it personal, because I'm taking some things personal, but learning that you can't take it personal. You got to take it to God.
Yes.
And what he wants you to do about it. So that was my thing. But we got other news that's happening. The Pope died after Vance showed up. But I'm sorry, the Pope did pass away, and our vice president did go visit him. So that was an honor for Vice President, Vance, to go visit him. But after he visited him, he did pass away. So, and that was on was that Good Friday? I think that was Good Friday.
He passed the day. He did his Easter. He was here for Easter.
He was.
And he laid down and he died.
Wow, that's so
He
sad.
did he got enough strength to go to Vatican City and wave and do the service. He actually did the service. So that was his. I'm sure that was probably his last wish. That's what he wanted to do, because after that he just left. He had seizures and all that. So God bless. And those persons who
he was a people's pope.
He was a people's pope. And for all of our Catholic sisters and brothers around the world, our condolences, because that is your leader, and we are praying with you. because
Yes,
this is a time that more than anything we need that Pope, because he was a no nonsense person.
he was. And you know what? He was for everybody. So let's look at this right here. This now live, BBC had reported the whole ceremony. It was so beautiful. And I'm into stuff like that because I always like to see what's going on. When I went to Rome, we went there during Easter, the Good Friday, so the Pope can wave at us. I was like,
oh, that's wonderful. I went there, but it was not during Easter, so I'm sure that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I took students with us, and we got to see the Pope wave, like, hi. Yeah, I wanted that same thing for Nelson, but
250,000 people attended the funeral.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Wow. It was
so
amazing.
Beautiful. But one of the last things he said, I don't know if you guys heard this, he was talking to a woman and she was in his midst. And he said, women get things done. I want you guys to go back and find that tape.
Okay.
But the last words he said to a woman around the press was, women get things done.
Yes.
That was such an honor to me, like a word from God, from his lips.
Yes.
The whole world heard him say that. So this is our year, and God's blessings upon the women. So hey, women, let's get it done.
Let's do the darn thing.
Let's do the darn thing.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a lot of news. Another thing that's happening, and we do tell our people to be careful. Judges were arrested, Linda, this week.
Yes, I heard. Yes.
Judges were arrested, but guys, I know we want to take sides, but you know what? If you're gonna be a Quaker, you got to be quiet, okay? You can't be like doing it at your job, right? So the judges were arrested simply because they were actually almost aiding and abetting the foreigner, the illegal immigrant, from being taken from what we call our Homeland Security, ISIS. And so I'm just giving it to you plain. That's why they were taken away. And that's why the judge was arrested. Now, should he or she been arrested in public like that? No, because we did not arrest Trump like that. And I think there should have been some dignity.
Some respect, yes.
A little respect,
Absolutely.
but I'm not condoning what they did, because you can't be harboring fugitives, okay? Even though it could be my brother or sister, it's against the law.
Yes.
But it's still, wrong is wrong and right is right. But that is what happened.
Was she really harboring, or just giving him a way to go out of the courtroom without running into a whole lot of?
Yeah. So what happened was, it was just the one judge, a female judge, and she just actually gave them an exit out of the back of the courtroom to go through that exit. And once the FBI was looking for this guy, and so then they came in and then they arrested her for doing that.
Oh, she wasn't her place to do that. Okay.
It wasn't her place to do that, but it was another judge that actually had illegal immigrants in his home. So there are some stories out there, but I'm saying all this to warn our people, especially in political offices, and even if you are in the legal field, be careful, because they want a piece of you. They want them handcuffs on you. So even though we want to fight, like, I'm not afraid of them. Well, it ain't about being afraid of people. It's about using common sense and using wisdom at this time, because any little thing that they can get away with to arrest you, that's what's happening in this time and day. So you may mean good, but just that little piece of crossing the line of the law could cause you, your whole future. Those judges will be disbarred. They will lose the right to be back on the bench. So, but anyway, that's a little conversation, but that's a wake-up call for us, honey. A real wake-up call.
Oh, right.
All right. So listen, we got entrepreneurship stuff happening, and do we have birthdays?
We have birthdays. Yes.
Birthdays.
We're on our birthdays. Yes. Who has the birthdays? Dante. There we go. Happy birthday to all of us.
To our own Linda Powell.
Linda, wait a minute.
It's not my
birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Uh-oh.
I'm here with the August people. Here the April people. The other
Okay, there they are.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to all of our sisters. Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, God rest her soul. Julie in the
We had
house.
Julie. We had
Maxine,
Letitia.
Leticia.
We had
Cynthia Taylor. Yeah.
Maxine.
Okay.
Latrice. Let's see.
Helena.
Helena, my sister.
Yeah. Your
Helena.
sister.
Judy. Judah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Florence, of course. He's still doing her shenanigans. I
Helen.
know.
And of course, Kathy
Helen,
Muhammad,
Cynthia,
Lee,
Cynthia
actor,
Taylor.
my
Love.
famous sister, Lee Kathy Muhammad. Oh my
And
God.
Bernice Love.
Bernice.
Bernice Love. We had a
Absolutely.
happy
And
birthday
Florence,
to
who's been
everybody.
celebrating all month.
She's been doing it. She's been doing it.
Yeah.
Florence don't play about her birthday
Really?
month. I'm
I
telling you.
know.
I thought I didn't play, but you know,
Hey,
y'all not playing. Okay.
No,
I
no,
love
you gotta
it.
hang with
shortly.
I
Okay.
love it. Well, listen, we want to go into a conversation about entrepreneurship. This month is Sisters for Sisters Network. We are we're choosing 4 entrepreneurs, right, during the months throughout the year. And last week was Lyris Bernard. She was our entrepreneur. The month, like
Yeah.
entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, and so we're gonna bring in all 4 of our people, not right now, but we're gonna bring them on today to share with you what they're doing in their business, who they are, what they contribute to the society, and what they contribute to the Sisters for Sisters Network, but how they can serve you as well. So right now we have our very own. We have Gina, and she's with Gina Duncan with Live Scan Maryland Fingerprint Services. We are proud to have you, and thank you for always showing up. Great, and just
Of course.
welcome. So today we want to talk about entrepreneurship. For those of you who don't know, entrepreneurship is a hard thing. It is bigger than talk. It is all about the walk and the actions, right? So Gina's going to share with us what she do with her business. And if you have any questions out there, please post the comments. Let her know she's here to answer those questions. So welcome, Gina Duncan. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. I'm so happy to be here today. Today is a great Saturday. Why? Because I'm on the show with you. How about that? But my business is Live Scan Maryland Fingerprinting Services. We've been in business for over 6 years. We have 2 locations, one in Upper Marlboro and one in Waldorf. Our Waldorf location is coming up on a year on May 17th. So kudos to me.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate that. We currently have 4 employees. So let me tell you a little bit about what Live Scan Maryland Services do. We are we conduct professional background checks on different people for whatever reason. We do Live Scan of Maryland background checks for nursing, security guards, therapists, counselors, social workers. So we do those. We also do FBI background checks for people coming into the country, immigration background checks, just background checks for any type of criminal history check if someone needs that. We currently work with individuals. We work with clients, individuals. We also work with other businesses, and we also work with state and local and federal government agencies. We do fingerprint cards. We do other services, power of attorneys. We do notarizations. We do closings for mortgages and loans and so on and so forth. We also do passport photos for your passport. And now we're going to be bringing on some other additional services, which are going to be child ID badges, as well as background screenings, motor vehicle checks, and drug testing. So we got a lot coming up. We offer a lot right now. We also have a lot of other services coming up. And we would just be so happy to help you guys with whatever you might need. Any type of background check, please come see us. You can book your appointments online 24/7. We are open 6 days a week. We're actually also open today as well from 9 to 2. We have 2 late nights, Monday and Thursday from 9 to 6 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 5, and again, Saturday from 9 to 2. And we would love to assist you guys.
That's amazing.
That's a wonderful.
Do you also do the schools, Gina?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely do the schools. We actually are the subcontractor for Prince George's County School System. We have been for the last 3 years. I think we got 2 more to
Wonderful.
go. But
Okay.
we do all the schools. We also do mobile fingerprinting as well. So if there's large organizations, we do come to you.
And
We
what
go
about
to
Montgomery County schools?
We don't do Montgomery County schools because we're not contracted for them, but we do fingerprinting for them if someone comes to us, but we just don't have that contract yet.
Sure.
And I say yet because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
speaking that
right.
into existence, right?
Right.
Gotta speak things into
Right.
existence. So
That's right.
we currently have a big contract with the commanders. So they call us out every year to come out and fingerprint the
Awesome.
people there. And
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
we have another big one with Six Flags. We do them, and just a whole lot of different agencies. So we're just happy to still be in business. Praise God for that.
Yes.
And we're looking for, we would love you guys to just continue to support us.
Absolutely. Well,
Right.
congratulations, because I just watched
Amen.
you just
Yes.
soar, when you started doing this, and it started out, like you said, small, it was just fingerprint, and then it just like, oh my God, it's the whole business, and there you're doing it all over the place. So I'm
Yes.
so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Right.
much. It means a
Gina,
lot.
I'm asked, how important is it for us what is the most important thing when it comes to identification that we should have or we should know?
You should definitely know what's going on with you. So say, for instance, someone is using your identification, right? You wouldn't know that. Sometimes a credit check may tell you, and then that will alert you. However, with fingerprinting, because fingerprinting is a way to identify you, no two people have the same fingerprints. And so when we do a background check with your fingerprints, we know that that's definitely you because we have your identification. We do take identification on everybody we fingerprint. You also have to fill out a pre-registration form with your biometrics, your name, address, your height, your weight, your social. So that way no one can actually say that they're you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
important.
so that's it too. And then criminal history. So if a lot of people on here that are watching are business owners, you definitely want to get a criminal history check on your potential employees. So we do that very well so that you can hire the right person. Like we always want to hire the right people for the position.
Well, how important is a background check for employees? Because I know some people are like, oh, that's such a good boy or girl. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're not
It's
gonna
It's very important because something might come up. You may really like this person and you might say, wow, they fit right into the position. They'll be a great person. They'll be a great asset on the team. And then you go to run a background check and you see that they've been arrested for embezzlement. Do you really want them working for you? I can't say that you don't. I mean, some people change, right? Some people have had records way back when. You may want to give them an opportunity, but you also want to know that that is in their history so that could be something that you're well aware of.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. What pastors fall up under that as well? Do you get a lot of churches? Because
We do get churches, but the way that we get the churches are a lot of the churches, they are now having daycares, like they have in daycare centers inside their churches. And then adults will be working with these children. So you definitely want to get those background checks. Anybody working with children, you want them to be background checks. God forbid you have a pedophile come on file or somebody charged with rape or, raping an adolescent or God forbid. So you definitely want to make sure that those adults are cleared before you allow them to work in your school system or your.
Yeah, and I want to share with them because I used to teach Vacation Bible School every year at First Baptist, and I'm so proud of them because we all had to go through a background check, even though we were like not full-time teachers. Then we still were with their children, and even though they were high school students, it still didn't matter. And I would say kudos to them because they made everybody, the janitor, everybody had to get checked in that building. And I'm like, yes, this is how it's done, because one incident can cause your whole business to be destroyed.
You definitely can. And you don't want that. You don't want to be sued because you knew something and you didn't say something or you wanted to hire this person.
Yeah. How much normally is a background check for people that want for our business owners out there, say, I'm about to hire some people for 1099, how much would they normally pay for?
Well, I'll say this, the background checks, they do vary in pricing. However, our prices are listed directly on our website. There's a background check, a state-only background check. That one usually runs you about $55. And then there's a state and federal background check. That one usually runs about $68. And then the FBI background check, which is fast turnaround, 2-day turnaround, that one is usually $95. I will give you guys my website, and all the prices are listed there. And as I said, you can book right online 24/7. You don't have to call, just book your appointment, pay, and come on in.
All right. I have a question. I have a question for those out there in the dating world.
Oh, I was about to ask that.
Yes.
Yes. So
absolutely.
Can you do that?
Yes. I'm so happy you mentioned that, because that's one of our newer services that we've just brought on. So if you're trying to date somebody, definitely you want a background check on them, because you want to see what you're getting into, right?
Right.
So that you don't need fingerprints for, of course. You just need to you got to get that social though. Or you got to get that name and address. You're going to have to get some type of person. You might want to slip it in there and say, hey, what's your social? Or not with that. We could do it with name and address, phone number. So just give that to us. We get that background check running.
Get some general stuff at least.
And then slide you that information, and then you could decide if you want to still date that person or not. How about that?
Especially if you're getting ready to go into something really serious like marriage or business with that person. Yeah,
absolutely.
After that 90-day shakedown, I don't want to be in the same.
That's part of the 90 days.
Not only marriage or business, but don't forget, like, you might want to go travel with this person. You want to make sure, hey, before we go away, give me a second, dude. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Well, because you might not be right back.
right. Like some of these things, like you go to one. I had an experience, but it turned out fine. But it's like, I did the little background thing online, but I don't know how really in depth. They, really go into.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Before you travel.
Before you travel. So now that you guys know, just check me out, see me. I'm gonna give you guys the website, and let me, just come through. So can I give you guys the website now?
Yeah, give us the website. Yes.
If you're opening something like an Airbnb and want to check out the persons that you might be renting to, do you also do checks that way?
You can. You could definitely do checks that way as well.
Well, and I will say the Airbnb do their own checks, but but if you're renting out your own regular house, you can definitely gonna do some. You ain't coming in my house like that, but Airbnb, they do check for you.
Okay,
they do that, and then don't forget about the other service that we have forthcoming is going to be credit checks as well. So it's something like your own house. If you want to do a credit check on your potential tenant, then we could do that for you as well.
Oh, that's good.
Look for those services to come. Those should be starting with us in June.
Okay. Awesome. Well, guys,
I just love how you keep expanding, and you have the 2 locations. So congratulations!
We have to expand. There's so much competition out here, and you always want to leg up on the competition. So I'm always thinking about other services. And then if our clients, our customers say, "Hey, do you guys do this?" We like, "Oh no, not yet, but we can." And then I research it and I add it to our services.
Awesome.
Gina, what's that website again? What's your website?
Sure. It's www.live, and that's LIVE, like the name of the business, livescanmd.com. Oh, yeah. And it's right there.
Awesome.
Right. Take a picture, y'all.
Yeah. So police officers, security guards, private detectives, if you want to get your handgun license, just come see us.
All right. Spread the word.
All right. Well, thank you, Gina, so much.
Thank you, guys.
Well, guys, next up, we're going to have no other than Wanda up next. So we're going to bring her in. Come on in, Florence, to help back us up a little bit here. Yes. Definitely. Hello. We got,
Hi there. How are you ladies today?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're waiting on Wanda to come in, but while we're waiting on Wanda to come in, how are you doing? This is a
Happy
Miss
birthday,
girl,
Miss
like Miss
Birthday Girl.
Girl. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. As you know, I've been celebrating all month long. I think I'm a little tired right now, but I'm okay.
Finally.
Wait a minute.
It's all
Wait a minute.
good. It's
Not
all
only all
good.
month long, from every city long. Like, where are
Every
you?
city,
Well,
yes.
Every
Yes.
state.
really awesome.
Oh, I
You
love
That's the way.
only
it.
live once.
That's
You
the way
only
you
live
do it.
once.
That's the way you do it.
I
There you
love
go.
it, Florence. Every year we have a blast with you. Wow. Well,
Thank you.
Wanda. Hey, Wanda Washington, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Today is a fabulous day. I'm here with you all. I thank you for the opportunity. So it's great.
Great
Great.
to
We
have
got
you.
Wanda
Great to have
Washington.
you.
We're so happy to have her, guys. So today she is an entrepreneur. Okay, she's been one for a long time, and she's been here to talk to us about her security. I call it our protection, our personal protection. And man, she's just a warrior. She got all kind of tips and tools for us, and one of those tools can take you out, man or woman. Don't come for Wanda Washington. So, Wanda, we're going to put you on the spot and talk to us about your business. All right.
Okay, I'm an independent damsel pro with Damsel in Defense, where we we equip, empower, and educate individuals and teach them about personal safety tools and how they can protect themselves. Because in this atmosphere that we're in now, we always need to protect ourselves, and we always need to be carrying a tool with us, a safety tool.
Absolutely.
And what is a safety tool? That's what we want to know.
We have several different tools, but a personal safety kit set that you can carry with you at all times is our pepper spray and our.
Okay, Dante, do you have the slides? There they are. Ooh.
That safety set is up right now, where we
Ooh.
have the hear a pin drop, and that's a personal alarm, and there's a pepper spray, and there is a Kubotan, that the pink at the top striking distance tool, and then there is the stun device, all on a scrunchy keychain that you can carry with you, and you have this with you at all times. And now I must say that in all states, in some states the stun device is prohibited, and Maryland is a state that Damsel in Defense will not deliver to, but they have to follow that procedure, that policy that they have. But they have all the other tools would still be available, and they would know that when someone puts in an order.
Wow. So what does a kit like that run, Wanda?
So a kit like that right now runs $151. But the good thing about it is that you can build your own set. You can have these safety items already put together for you, or you can just choose to put it with something else, and depending on a la carte, and then depending on the customer. And I like to speak to all of my customers because I like to be a personal concierge to each one of them, to be able to determine what it is they actually need for their safety. And here we have, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're going to explain it. Go ahead.
And here we have a written off tactical pen that you can carry with you. It looks like a regular pen, but it has a tip on the end where it can break tempered glass. So if you're stuck and you need to get out of your car and get away from something, you have that opportunity to break glass. And it is also it's a 3-in-1 tool, because it's also a striking distance tool. It's a force multiplier. And like I said, it's a writing instrument, but it's also to break glass as well if you need to. And it comes with a refillable ink. So when you order it.
So you can still, it writes as well?
Yes. It writes. And it's also a DNA collector.
A DNA collector.
So how does it do that?
Yeah.
So the tip part on the end,
Uh-huh.
like if you end up using that and you scratch that person who has tried to harm you, you can take that pin, put it in a bag, and give it to the police officer. They have something to go off of.
All women need that.
Yes.
Oh man,
yes.
Wow. There might be some men needed too. But
Wow.
anyway,
so men need it. All individuals need it to keep them safe.
Listen, today some of these men need it. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yes, that's very true.
Sorry, but it's just
Yeah.
real.
It's real.
But these are some really good tools. So one of the tools I know because I'm in, Anyway, it's one tool that I'll tell you, the striking pen, not this pen, but I found out the hard way, Wanda. I went through the airport and I forgot I had it on me. Ooh. Oh my God. But mine wasn't that one. Mine was the hard one because I'm self-defense and I used to teach self-defense instructor. Girl, and I took that thing. Girl, they say, if you do not go throw this away, we're going to arrest you.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because some of them, not hers, but it was from another, it was a wand, and it was about this big. And I know how to strike you right there or here, and it will just take you out. So police, people that are in the law enforcement agency, they know that it can do some damage. But I was like, it was just my keychain. I ain't gonna mess with nobody. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with
So they knew automatically.
But yes, there are some tools that, and if we have posters that can, if you go to my website, and I can give that later on, but there are some tools, we show you where the striking distance points are. And Charlene, you're already familiar with them, but we show people where those striking distances are, where the striking points are on a person's body. So we want you to be able to get away safely. We want you to do what you have to do, get away safely. We want you to run, but and so there are some tools, like if you want to have distance between you and your attacker, and you want to be able to hurt them, but you don't want them to hurt you. And one of the reasons I got involved in this business is because I wanted to be able to protect myself and not have someone else try to harm me, and not in a lethal way. I didn't want them to do that because that can do a lot of damage as well and take somebody out. But I wanted to be able to protect me with non-lethal tools.
Right.
So, another question, since Charlene brought up the airport, which of the items are banned from taking with you when you're flying?
You go in the airport and say you carry this pen. It's a writing instrument. That's nothing they can do with that. It's a writing instrument. But say if you go in with your pepper spray or your stun device, that is something that
so you
might want to put that in your other luggage.
Pack it in your luggage instead. Is that what you would recommend?
Let that go on the board, okay?
Yes, let that go on the plane.
Right.
Don't take it on
because they will tell you you need to discard this right now.
That's gonna be money. Yeah.
Right. And that's money.
I want to ask you, you have home shows. Is this how do you do this?
One of the things with Damsel in Defense that I love so much is that you can damsel your way, which means you can do home shows, you can do shows via Zoom, online, and other platforms as well, Facebook parties, but you can also do them in just regular home presentations. So you have different ways. It depends on how you want to set up your business and as to how you would do it.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, say for instance, sorority, and they want to know, we should invite persons like you to our meetings, any kind of organization, especially female
women's organizations.
Female organizations. Yeah. All we would have to do is contact you, and you would do a show, and explain to everyone. Yeah.
Right. I would find out, if they want to do it in person, or if they want to do the presentations via Zoom, or how they would like to do it. And we have a special set of presentation that we would do for that group, and that we would be able to provide to them.
Okay, ladies.
Awesome. Wanda, I had a question.
Yes.
Is there any particular type of training or certification that you need, especially with the pepper spray and the stun gun type of thing? Do you need something to carry with you saying that you're authorized to use this after you've presented if there is training involved?
Good question.
We do offer training. We don't do any certifications or anything like that, but we do offer training. And I do know, like in the state of Maryland, you want to pay attention to your local laws. No matter what state you are in, you want to make sure you're following the local laws to be able to carry with whatever device, whatever personal weapon of your choosing that you're carrying. You want to be able to check the local laws to make sure that there's nothing there that would prohibit you from doing it.
Absolutely. Wow.
Okay, because you mentioned you need a special license for the stun gun, right?
You don't need a special license. Damsel in Defense is just not able to send stun devices into the state of Maryland because they're prohibited from doing that.
Oh, I see.
All stun devices are prohibited in that state.
What about DC?
As a matter of fact, DC is as well. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I live in Virginia and I'm fine, but when I go to work in DC, I can't carry that stun device.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. Right.
I have the other safety tools with me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's so good. That's so good.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
this was
Good
really good
information.
information, guys. So, Wanda, how do we get in touch with you? What is your website so that they can follow up with you?
Okay, my website is www.mydamselpro.net/get safe with Wanda.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again on being one of our entrepreneurs of the week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, guys, our guest next is, of course, we have Connie Bell up, and she's going to teach us what she's doing. She's over there doing some embroidery right now, making money, printing money, bringing in Connie Bell.
I hope she's not putting money now.
She's embroidering money somewhere. Yeah.
You hear the machines? I heard the machines.
I heard this one back on.
Yes.
Tell us she's making money.
Tell us what's going on in your world.
Hey, Connie.
Teach us how people can use your services.
Well, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be on today. And Charlene, congratulations on your son, and happy birthday to all the sisters.
Yeah.
And, just a little bit about Conte Embroidery Services. We embroider for small and large corporations, and embroidery is just like an art. We bring out your brand for your company or for your apparel or just for individuals. So it's just an art for me. So I'm actually working on an order right now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hold it up there. That's nice. Oh, I like that green.
Oh boy, if you need any shirts, do you do hats as well?
I do hats, uniforms. If you want it for a gift for someone, for your company, you want to brand your business. That's what we do.
Okay, that's wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she does superb work and very innovative. Because Connie, how many businesses do you have?
How many streams do you have?
Hair products.
They say have multiple streams of income.
That's right. She got streams of income, rivers coming down.
And she has them all, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she does. Yes.
Yeah. That's wonderful. What is this?
Look at that. Look at this.
What is this?
So that one, the one in the green, a gentleman who does upholstery, his church, his pastor wanted that image on his chair.
Oh.
So he sent me the fabric before he stitched it. He sent me the fabric, and I put it on the fabric and sent it to him, and he put it on the chair.
Oh, Connie, that's amazing. And so you should send that picture to all churches so that
right.
Something
I want everyone that's watching to do one for your pastor.
Yes. or do one for yourself for those women that won't let you sit on the second row. They need to get it. They need to let them mark they seat. Maybe you need to come to Connie and mark it for real.
That is
really.
Oh, this is nice. Those shirts.
Nice.
Connie, what kind of advice do you have for entrepreneurs? It seems like you might have started out kind of small. Now you've expanded. What actually initiated you expanding to the point where you are now? And have you had to make some pivotal changes in your business to where you are now? What would you advise someone else that's maybe starting off on a small scale with t-shirts?
I did. I started off with just a small embroidery machine, and business started to pick up, and I pivoted and bought a 15 needle commercial embroidery machine. So I say, if you have to start small, start from where you are. And, the business picks up, then you can advance into a much, commercial machine, and that will be able to produce more of the production and get that order out a lot quicker. So I would say, hey, step out on faith and just do it, and, you can go and reach out to other people who do the same thing that you're doing, and say you might just want to sit with them or mirror what they're doing, and just, hey, how can I work with you and help you in your business to learn the business? So there's a lot of ways that you can get involved. And I've always been a crafter. I do hair, as Sharon said. I have multiple streams. So I just, the passion was there. And you got to have the passion for this business, because it can be a lot. It can be, this is like with any business, it can be a lot.
So Connie,
right.
question for
well, you do very good quality.
Thank
yes.
you.
So for other entrepreneurs out there, they think
T-shirts
is hard, but for other entrepreneurs who are saying, I want to get into business, and not just with t-shirts, what I see about you is that you built a list. Can you talk to us about you gathering your customers? How do you acquire your customers? How do you attract them to your product and your services?
Well, what I have been able to do is my embroidery business has picked up to where I have picked up the contracts with lawn services, constructions, trash and removal companies. So that has been my pick, and so find your niche and what works for you. It could be, you can go into salons and you can ask salons to do their uniforms, or you could any business who want to brand their product. You might just want to ask them. They just might want a left chest on a shirt. They might want the back, and so just and wear your apparel like this is that I did with prayer on it. And so sometimes you just wear and market it.
That's right.
Somebody's glad you get it from. So
Beautiful.
This is a tip to entrepreneurs. You can write off certain things like your cleaning bills, etc. So if you put your insignia, your name, or on whatever clothing, then that special piece. Especially if you do presentations, this would be the person to go to make sure your name or your insignia is on your article, so you can write it off.
Right.
There you go.
And some art is not just on t-shirts or apparel.
You can put them on cuffs. I've seen men put them on cuffs for the men.
It can be in frames. You can get pictures in picture frame. Like, I don't know if you can see on my wall. I have some of my art in a picture frame.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just have to be on a apparel. It could be on.
And the reason why I say that, because the more when you wear it, I just say that's just something you can write off on a regular. You know, because that bill that you pay to clean that item, you can write it off because it's a business item.
Yeah, and it's a personal brand. It's like it's not just not the thread. It's telling your brand. It's telling your story of your business.
That's part of your unique.
Yes.
Wow.
I enjoy it.
Awesome.
So,
Beautiful.
Connie, of all your businesses that you do, what is the one you're most passionate about?
I ask myself that Sharon, sometimes.
It's like choosing between babies. Now, who's my favorite, or should I say?
Right.
Well, hair. I've been doing hair for like 35 or 40 years, and that was always my baby. It was just like hair. And then I got into embroidery, and now it's like I don't want to feel like I'm putting my baby, lay down for a while, baby, and then
Right.
and go and pick up something and do something else. But it's hard because hair and embroidery is a craft and it's an art. So when you like art, you just enjoy what you do. And there might be days I do hair, I do embroidery, and I do hair, and
That's wonderful.
Do what you love, and the money will come.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Wow.
Congratulations, Connie, on being one of our.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all the other ladies, entrepreneurs, and you ladies.
Absolutely.
And my
your website.
Yeah, my website is under construction because I'm adding new images on. But I can be reached on Sister Stitches on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.
Okay.
Nice. All
Thank you.
right. Well,
Beautiful.
This was so good. I hope the
Awesome.
audience
Real
got
good
to learn
information.
something today, right, Florence? Do you think they learned something today about entrepreneurship?
Oh, absolutely. I know I learned something today as well.
Yeah. So
Very
guys, shout out
inspirational.
to them. Yes, shout out what your biggest inspiration was or your takeaway from our entrepreneurs of the month. All right. So again, congratulations, support their businesses, and let us know. Yeah, who should be next?
I think that one of the things I've learned is, I'm sorry, is to expand, and have an array of services, not just one. So these ladies were a perfect example of business expansion. And if you're presented with an opportunity, if you don't do it, maybe find out a way to include that thing in your services. So I love it. I always learn and glean from my sisters who are out there doing the darn thing.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well,
and we had one more. Did you have that? We were just she's not here, but Laris.
Oh no,
yes.
last week. She's not.
Yes, and we're going to honor all of the ladies that we had this month who were the ladies? I think we have picked
Laris Bernard. She
was
honored
first week. Yes.
Yeah, she was our first week winner of the Entrepreneur of the Week. And ladies out there, you can also be one of our Entrepreneurs of the Week. Just make sure that you go to our website, sistersforsistersnetwork.org, and make sure you fill out your profile. So send us the information and you can be chosen as one of the Entrepreneurs of the Week. So please go to our website and make sure your information is there.
All right, guys. Well, it's time for us to go. And we thank you for being here. Come back next week. It will be our domestic violence show with the one and only Dr. Wyoming Perez. All right. Yes. So please come back, invite. So what time is it?
It's time
for you
to walk your purpose.
Prosperity.
And prosperity.
See
you next week.
Next week.
Thank you.
Share the show.